You're listening to the Lift You Up podcast, a podcast dedicated to bringing HIT to your headphones. That is, happy, inspirational, informational tidbits. Lace up your sneakers and open your hearts, swole mates. Let's get lifted.
Hello, swole mates. There is a competition that I want to talk to you guys about. It popped up in my Instagram feed from the account metro.co.uk. It's a space out competition hosted in South Korea that's been going on for 10 years to protest hustle culture. So the rules of this competition are that it's 90 minutes of zoning out. No phones, no sleeping, just do nothing. They determine a winner with judges that walk around, the audience submits votes, and the person with the most stable heart rate during that 90-minute period is the winner. And I discussed it with my mom, and she was saying that the key strat for this is probably entering some meditative state, so then that keeps your heart rate at the same spot or just relatively around the same area for the whole time. And originally I was like, okay, what if I just stare at an object and that I meditate with that? But then I realized I'll probably get bored after 5 minutes and move on. And then if I'm just keep being stimulated by a new product or a new object, that'll ruin my heart rate. So I think my mom has found the answer. But I was wondering, if you're meditating and your eyes are closed, are people going to think you're asleep? I don't know, because it's a zoning out. Let me know how you would approach this, if you think you would win the zoning out, space out competition in South Korea. Let me know.
Locker Room, a judgment-free zone where you can ask questions, share stories, or even tell us about your new lifting belt. What sit in the locker room stays in the locker room.
My brother recommended this song to me, and I think it should be an honorary on-rotation song for this episode. It's called I Had Some Help. It's with Post Malone featuring Morgan Wallen, two huge names in the music industry. Post Malone in rap and Morgan Wallen in country combined forces for this song. According to my brother, Post Malone has become that guy. Zach played this song 5 times a day in his dorm room every day the week leading up to graduation. Also, congratulations, I guess, bro, to graduating college, but yeah, this song is a banger. My brother has a really good music taste. He really tends to gravitate towards 90s R&B, and so when he shared this one, I was very surprised. But he just appreciates good music. And I wanted to share this one with you. Give this song a listen after the episode, and let me know what you think.
Welcome to Beast Mode, where we shine the spotlight on those who've taken their grind to the next level, leaving behind a trail of sweat and determination.
This nomination comes from my college roommate, Amber. Amber's cousin Nicole is beast mode because she's working super hard to achieve her goals in all aspects of her life, including being a beast in the gym. She's putting in that work to earn her degree in elementary education at Central Connecticut State University. She's doing well in her classes and starting to student teach. Her passion for helping kids shines outside of the classroom too, in her job at a daycare, where she works primarily with babies, providing them with support and care, often starting her shifts at 6:30 a.m. Goodness gracious woman. She even works a second job at Garage, the clothing store, so for her, the grind never stops. Nicole has been a beast on the CCSU dance team, having hours upon hours of rehearsals to perfect their incredible routines that they perform at sports games and competitions. Finally, Nicole is a beast in the gym. Just so you know, when Amber sent me this nomination, she put beast in all caps. You are a beast. This girl is Amber's gym inspiration. She finds time to put in the work to be incredibly strong. For one, her pull-up game is unmatched. Like, dang girl, her back muscles go crazy. Amber's words, not mine. And somehow she balances all of these things and still has time for fun, friends, and family. Amber and I are so impressed, inspired, and proud of her, which is why she embodies beast mode. Don't gatekeep people in your life who are killing it. Send me a DM on Instagram or an email at liftyouuppod@gmail.com to shout out who's going beast mode in your circle.
Grab your shaker bottle and shake up those pre-workout swole mates, because we're about to hit you with some serious scientific advancements. It's science.
A new study led by Andrew Leon from Chapman University revolutionizes how we treat severe injuries and surgeries. Researchers have created tiny particles that act like platelets. Traditional treatments for severe bleeding often involve platelet transfusions, but these can be tricky to use outside of hospitals due to storage issues. These new synthetic particles, called platelet-like particles, or PLPs, offer a promising solution. They travel through the bloodstream, find damaged tissue, and help blood clot to help with healing. In tests on animals with serious injuries, these synthetic platelets perform as well as real ones, and both outperformed no treatment at all. Plus, they can be safely excreted from the body, which is a big deal for synthetic materials. Big win. This breakthrough in wound healing research could lead to safer and more effective treatments for trauma and surgery patients. Leon says they're now working to bring this technology into hospitals for real-world use.
Join me as I honor those who dream big and achieve bigger. This is PR, where records are made to be broken.
I'd like to welcome my resident pet expert, Aunt Jenn, to the show for this segment. Hello, Aunt Jenn. Thank you so much for joining.
Hi, Emily. Thank you for having me.
I'm so happy to have you here. And something special about my Aunt Jenn is that she just has a magical power. She's an animal magnet. She's got the Midas touch when it comes to pets. And I saw this article about the longest living cat, and I knew I needed to share it with you. Before diving in, I wanted to let you know this cat is so famous that it has its own Wikipedia page.
I looked it up. It was very cool.
I think it's like so funny that a cat has a Wikipedia page. From doing the research, so the name is Creme. It's a mixed tabby domestic cat owned by Jack Perry of Austin, Texas. And I talked about Austin, Texas earlier in like previous episodes about their Kyle Fair. They're trying to break a record for the most Kyles. And that gathering actually happened yesterday.
Oh my word. That's pretty cool.
The final count. So I'm going to stay tuned for updates on the Kyle Fair. Let's see if they broke the record this time. But tangent. So she was the oldest cat ever recorded, and she died at 38 years and 3 days old. To put this in perspective, the average lifespan of a cat is 12 to 18 years. Aunt Jenn, how old is your cat Stormy?
Currently, our cat is 14. Yep.
And is there any sign of stopping now, or is it?
No, he's pretty active. He's going pretty strong. He's pretty healthy. His checkups, I think he's still young.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he might be the next Creme.
You never know. Uncle Greg would probably hope not. Just kidding.
And for a cat to live that long, it must come down to lifestyle, right?
Oh, I would think so. Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, because Creme Puff's owner, Jake. So Jake gave a whole rundown of a day in the life of Creme Puff. So he said that and I know that Uncle Greg is getting into making like human food.
He is.
For pets. And Jake says that their diet consists of dry cat food supplemented with broccoli, eggs, turkey, bacon, coffee, and every 2 days, an eyedropper full of red wine.
I love that.
And he turned his garage into a movie theater that played nature documentaries for the cats. He also built a screened enclosure in his backyard for his pets to enjoy the outdoors. Do you think wine and movie theaters are the secret?
I think they have a lot to do with it, because I can tell you that our animals all watch TV. Like if there's something going on, especially if it's with animals, the two of them tune in. Like we have multiple nights where the two of them are just sitting there watching the television with us. So there's something to it, I think. The wine definitely has a benefit for humans if you can drink it. The red wine particularly. So he might have something there. I love how it's an eyedropper, like every 2 days.
It's like so scientific. It's like he's done research on this.
Yeah.
What are the movies that Briar and Stormy like to watch?
So one day we had Homeward Bound was on.
Oh my gosh.
And they every now and then they picked up on that movie. There was another one. It was a cartoon. It was the one with the giraffe, the zebra, and the lion. Madagascar. Yep. They were watching that.
That is too funny.
It is. One day we came in and the dog literally had his front paws up on the counter watching the television, like literally right in front of it.
No way.
Yeah. So there's something with animals and noises of that sort. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I do have to come clean with you, Aunt Jenn. I've been hiding something from you.
Uh-oh.
There's an additional piece to the puzzle. So
oh, no.
Perry had another cat named Grandpa Rex Allen, who held the record before Creme Puff.
Oh,
do you think Perry,
goodness.
the owner, is the secret?
I do. I think he's got something going there.
Right?
Yeah.
It must be his eyedropper.
It's got to be the eyedropper.
It's a holistic approach for sure, not just one thing. And with you, all your golden retrievers have lived longer than most goldens. Your oldest living golden lived to be 17, for instance, and the average age is 12. All your dogs were different, but you were the common thread. I think the secret to having a long-living pet is definitely the owner and their love. Thank you so much for joining Aunt Jen.
I'm ready to spot you through the hottest trends and people hitting the scene. This is Gym Crush.
The new trainer at Planet Fitness loves to sport these. This week's Gym Crush is Fanny Packs. What a great invention. It is a hands-free, easy access bag. It's festival, hiking, in general being outdoors season, so fanny packs are an excellent way to come prepared and ready to move. They're also very versatile. You could wear them crossbody style, in the front or on the back. When discussing fanny packs, I think it's important to acknowledge the recent alternative name, belt bag. Lululemon has popularized this term, and their belt bags are flying off the shelves. To demonstrate how these belt bags are in demand, I have an example. So my roommate, Amber, who did the nomination earlier in the episode, waited at the Yukon bookstore on her birthday to get a free Yukon Lululemon belt bag with the purchase of a Lululemon item. And when I was writing the script for this episode at the Honda service station, I witnessed a woman wearing a fanny pack crossbody style. I have to admit, I cringe anytime I say or hear someone refer to a fanny pack as a belt bag. It's an adjustment period for sure. But fun fact, when fanny packs were first invented, they were referred to as Bauchtausch, or stomach bag, by alpine skiers in Switzerland, and they were called bum bags by Australians. An Australian woman named Melba Stone, who is widely credited with inventing the bum bag in 1962, said she was inspired by kangaroo pouches. How fitting, Miss Australia. And when fanny packs came to the popular term, the Swiss and Australians probably had their own adjustment period too, like I'm having for belt bag. Whenever I think of fanny packs, I think of that iconic picture of Dwayne Johnson in high school with his black turtleneck and fanny pack. I also think of a picture of my parents when they went to Disney during their college years, and my dad is sporting a fanny pack with no shame. And they're practical and fashion forward. They're The Rock endorsed, Kangaroo endorsed, my dad endorses them. I myself am a proud owner of 2 fanny packs. They're the best. They also can fit a lot in a small space. Fanny packs are not just a recent development, and I've been crushing on them for quite some time.
Welcome to On Rotation, where I'm helping you program the ultimate soundtrack to elevate your workout.
What do Matilda, Ice Age, and New Girl all have in common? The song Send Me On My Way by Rusted Root. A song with unbridled optimism that is a perfect addition to a lighthearted show or a movie's soundtrack. This song is so happy that NASA engineers chose Send Me On My Way as a wake-up music for the Mars Exploration Rover Opportunity mission. Let me set the scene for you, shall we? This song came to the dome on a lovely sunny day, and I needed appropriate background music for my frolic through a local park. Once that song hit my ears, I was immersed into the elements. Transported, I went on the swings, I walked like the dwarves do when they sing hi-ho. This song is just magic happy juice. Love it. Add it to your playlist now, please.
Words are hard sometimes, so let me make them harder by teaching you a really niche word to keep in your back pocket. Brain gains.
This is a fun one to say. You might get yourself saying this over and over again after watching this episode. This week's word is argle-bargle, which means copious but meaningless task or writing. A lot of argle-bargle happens when you're introduced to a new job, school, or group, and instead of saying the off-putting word of small talk, which gives you the same ick as the word belt bag, spice it up by saying argle-bargle, and maybe that'll make small talk less dreadful.
Prepare to pull up to events and get in on the fun.
Check out Bingo Loco on Friday, June 14th at Brooklyn Monarch in NYC. Since I'll be in New York City this summer, I've been following New York City travel accounts religiously. I probably follow more New York City travel accounts than I do influencers. This one keeps popping up in my feed and it just looks so fun. Doors open at 5:30 and the show starts at 7. Bingo Loco is a 3-hour-long interactive stage show, complete with dance-offs, rave rounds, lip-sync battles, Congo lines, and prizes ranging from cars, air fryers, lawnmowers, and so much more. The events are unfortunately 21 and up, which means I can't go yet due to the libations that they partake in. But everyone likes to win, everyone likes to dance, everyone likes to have a good time. Bingo Loco, boom.
Elevate is where I use my platform to shine my running headlamp on companies and nonprofits that are doing good.
To support its mission, Lemonade, the insurance company, launched the Lemonade Give Back. When purchasing a lemonade policy, customers are asked to select a nonprofit they want to support, and then once a year, Lemonade tallies up the unclaimed money left from their insurance premium and donates it to that organization. In 2022, the company gave over $1.8 million to charities, including Pencils of Promise, To Write Love on Her Arms, Breast Cancer Research Foundation, and more. Well done, Lemonade. Lemonade, crunchy ice. Sip it once, sip it twice.
Grab your forks, chalk up those napkins, and get ready to feast like a champion. This is Pushing Plates, where every dish is a rep and every bite is a victory lap.
Every day is Taco Tuesday at Don Rene Taqueria on the Green in Milford. It's a family-owned restaurant specializing in tacos, whose name honors the owner, Ulysses Jimenez's wife's recently deceased father. I know. You can follow the dots. You can follow my line. Some of the recipes even come from Ulysses' mother. The menu items are authentic and the flavor is maximized in every dish. Ulysses welcomes the label of Nuevo Mexican when describing his restaurant's cuisine. The pricing is about $10 to $20. Some of their tacos are Baja fish, beef birria, roasted cauliflower, and pork carnitas. You can eat your taco at the restaurant, take your taco to go with pickup, or take your taco on the road with Uber Eats. My mom works in the Milford area. She and her colleagues love going there for lunch or after work. So the next Taco Tuesday or just Taco Day, check out Don Rene Taqueria.
Thank you for listening to the Lift You Up podcast. Hope this episode gave you a runner's high to power you through the rest of your day. Peace out, soulmates.